Alright, time to watch my favorite anime. Oh my god, is that Poopland Saga? Yeah, I was just about to start. I love Poopland Saga. Can we watch it together? Dude, when did this show get so boring? Like, seriously, they're just talking! Why won't they fight? Dude, it's been like 5 minutes, relax. Bro, they're just like on a farm, man. It's so fucking boring. I'm gonna fucking die. This show is so dog shit. So dude, season 1 was so much better. What happened to season 12? That's so boring. It's so boring. Okay, that was a bit extreme, but you get it. We've all been in situations where you're watching an anime with someone else, and at some point you think, yeah, this was a mistake. Or you're watching something by yourself, and something really cool happens, and you're just like, wow, that was so sick. Right, guys? Guys? In any case, today we're talking about the wonderful joys and the absolute misery that can come with watching anime with other people. There's a lot of different dynamics that can play out when you're watching an anime with other people. So, to begin, we consult the chart. Hey. This is the chart. Well, actually, right now it's just the words, the chart, but I'm gonna draw the chart. This chart is basically the reason why it's super important that you understand other people's tastes before you commit to a show together. Because we're only human, when we watch a show, we tend to come in with these predefined expectations of what it's gonna be like and how we're probably meant to react to it. And this changes not just from show to show, but from scene to scene. So when you watch a show like, say,
Fullmetal Alchemist,
you're getting funny scenes, emotional scenes, action scenes, whatever the fuck this is. And a big part of what goes into watching shows with other people is seeing if your expectations and their expectations for these scenes, as well as both of your reactions, line up or not. My whole theory is basically that watching a show with someone else pretty much gives you like a modifier on top of how much you would have enjoyed it on your own. But because I said that, we're gonna do some math. Please don't leave. If you were watching,
Gun X Sword
by yourself, let's just say that you would have given the show like a 7 out of 10. So this is gonna be your base level of enjoyment. But if you watch
Gun X Sword
with someone else,
hey bitch, what's up bitch?
That applies the modifier to your score. So it could go up or down depending on where you fall on the chart. Oh fuck, I forgot about the chart. He died while waiting for me. I'm dead. Oh, whoa, 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 wah, wah, wee, wah. I came back from the dead. Whoa. Sorry. Okay, so this is the chart. Oh, fuck! So this is the chart. Ready? Gonna look like this. And it's a measure of fun. See? And we've got a whole bunch of different scenarios here. So let's say this is you. That's you, and let's just say that you're watching a show with your friend. Your friend looks like Wario. The first scenario is the most fun scenario. This is the scenario where you're both paying attention to the show, you're both into it, and most importantly, your reactions are aligned. So, the most fun. If it's a really emotional scene, you're both crying. If it's some hype shonen battle, you're both screaming like monkeys. And if it's a romantic confession, you're both screaming like monkeys. So what we get out of scenario 1 is a very positive modifier. Watching and enjoying with a friend who's also enjoying it will boost your score, maybe even to an 8 or a 9. Now scenario 2 is a little less fun. So one of you is enjoying the show, and one of you isn't. Sad. Oh no. So even though the first person is enjoying what they're seeing, the second person is not enjoying it, and they are bogging the first person down. And the result of that is that you're sad. Oh, baby sad. Oh, too bad, baby sad. And the amount of fun you're having is a little less than the first one. And you are an empath, so that means your fun has gone down. But for real, this one can especially suck when one of you wants to take it seriously and the other is just treating it like a popcorn show, barely paying attention and just scratching and sniffing their asshole the whole time. So what we get out of scenario 2, I'd say, is actually a bit of a negative modifier. Your 7, for example, might become a 6 in this case. Then we've got scenario 3, which takes it a bit further. In this case, you both fucking hate it. You're both bored, you're both wasting your time, and you're probably just better off playing Minecraft together. Here, I'll make... Scenario 3 is definitely the killer modifier. It can destroy scores. Your 7 could get fucking butchered and turn into like a 4. And you do kind of tend to see this happen from time to time, especially if you're an anime list goblin like me, and you like spending time just looking at random people's lists and seeing what they scored things. I think this whole chart thing and the math equation thing makes sense on a surface level, but I also definitely think that there's a bit more nuance to it that we can explore some more. But before we get there, there is a fourth scenario. It is the same one as scenario 3, and it's a really fun one because this, like scenario 3, is where you both don't like the show. But it's one of those so bad it's good type shows, you know, like if you watch X-Arm or some shit, and you both just have a great time laughing and making fun of it the whole time. So the amount of fun you're having is actually all the way up here, just like scenario 1. Pretty cool. Back to you, other me. Scenario 4 has the funny effect where its modifier, despite you having tons of fun with it, actually also functions like scenario 3's, where it just fucking slaughters your score. But it also depends on who you are. For me personally, even if I technically had fun watching a show like, say, Girlfriend, it's not because it was good. But if you want to score your shows purely based off of how much fun you had, that's totally valid too. You do have to be careful with scenario 4 though, because I don't think you can continuously make fun of something and have fun for like 300 episodes straight without getting bored. So your wonderful, beautiful scenario 4 can turn back into scenario 3 like the moment you hit episode 2 of X-Arm and you realize, oh, I actually have to watch this whole thing. Oh shit. Okay, for real, now let's move on to some other aspects of watching anime with other people that I feel like are worth talking about. Starting with There's this idea that watching something with someone else dilutes your reaction to it. What the fuck does that mean? I'm gonna tell you by talking about something else first. I recently watched a video where famous AniTuber Giguk, who's apparently just me but older, talks to the psychiatrist Dr. K from Healthy Gamer, and of course this entire conversation is fantastic. I would really recommend watching it. But one thing that I really took home from it was that they talked about something that drives a lot of anime fans towards anime in the first place. And that's that a lot of people tend to be fairly emotionally suppressed during their regular lives because of, you know, society. But that doesn't mean we're all emotionless people, far from it. Instead, there's a lot of emotional release that comes from anime in particular because it's a medium that allows for exaggeration. That's why we can get such strong emotional reactions from animation, because it's able to exaggerate storytelling and emotion to captivate us so much more. Makes sense, right? But what happens when we watch anime with other people? The way I think about it is during these times, there's like this social filter that gets put back in that mutes and suppresses our emotions from just a little bit to sometimes a lot. We become a bit more unwilling to feel how we would have felt if we were just watching the show alone. And it could be because we suddenly feel like it's kind of weird to feel so strongly about this anime. Or it could be because your focus is now being split a little bit between the show and your friends who are watching with you. And that little bit might just be enough to dilute the impact the show has on you. There are certain types of anime that I kind of already know before starting them that they'll probably be better as a solo watch for me personally. March Comes In Like a Lion is my favorite anime of all time, and that's because from very early on, the show brought me to a very special place in my mind that was a deeply personal experience. I was connecting to the characters and relating things that happened in the show to my personal life. And when there's such a deep emotional connection to just you personally, the way that your engagement thrives the most is when you're by yourself. Another show that's coming out soon as of the time of me writing this video is Frieren, and that's something that I definitely also plan to solo watch because I don't want my experience to get emotionally diluted. I want those sad scenes to hit me as hard as possible and make me cry like a fucking I'm gonna stop being a sad boy now because overall I love watching anime with my friends, and there's a very simple reason for that, which is that reactions are important. I mean, like half of YouTube is now just reactions, and it's no wonder because people love seeing how other people react to stuff that they like. No shit. It can be really validating to know that someone feels the same way about something that you do. And like we saw in the chart, when you're with other people, you tend to get something called group polarization, which is when a group of people tend to make decisions or have opinions that are more extreme than what any of them would have initially thought. In easier to understand anime terms, what's better than one person watching a really cool shonen battle scene in an anime and going, oh my god? The answer? 2 people watching a really cool shonen battle in an anime scene and going, oh my god. Some of the most fun I've I've ever had watching anime, and a big part of the reason I'm still such a big fan of the medium even today, after over a decade, is because of the experiences I've shared with my friends. I have so many great memories of watching anime with friends, discussing them, memeing about them. There are inside jokes that I've had with friends that have come from some random watch session that have lasted for years afterwards. And there's a reason why watching shows with other people, especially anime, can be such a great social activity. It's easy to do, gets great reactions out of people, and it's just fucking fun. It doesn't even have to be that good of a show. The focus can completely just be on you and your friends, and that's totally valid, even if you're barely paying attention because you're too busy sitting with your homies on the couch having sex. It can be tricky to decide if you want to watch an anime by yourself or with others. Now, there's obviously never an objectively correct answer to this, but try thinking about what kind of experience you're looking for to get out of whatever you're watching, and make your decision that way. You could listen to the thing I said about anime that appeal to personal experiences and choose to solo watch a show because you want to go on that personal journey by yourself and experience what you might say is the most unfiltered version of your emotions. Or you could get together with other people and sit down for a chill watch session for a show that you think you'd all enjoy together. Or you could cheat. One alternative that can work, especially if you're watching on Discord or something, is to just shut the fuck up. Just don't talk the whole time. Hell, just have everyone mute their mics while you're watching and then talk about it after. Like, I've done this with the Makia movie, I've done this with the Kaguya Season 3 finale, which are both things that I would have probably normally solo watched, and it's nice because each of us got to have a strong emotional reaction on our own, shaped by our own perceptions and experiences, and then after it was all done, we could also just come together right away and share those feelings as a group, and get those juicy reactions while they were still fresh. What the fuck? And also make the pee-pee poo-poo jokes that we thought about like 20 minutes ago. It's great. Now, this whole video is obviously talking about a big topic, and I'm sure there's tons of other things that I could talk about, but to finish this video off, I just want to quickly address a big problem that I haven't talked about yet, and that's scheduling. I'm sure you can feel my pain. Hey, what's up? So, you want to watch Poopland Saga? Yeah, when? How about tonight? No, I can't, I got work. Okay, no problem.
Maybe some other time then?
Yeah. Oh shit, sorry, I forgot about tonight, but nah, I can't. I've got a night shift at work, sorry. I'm in Mexico! Who are you again? I'm in Florida! I actually just got back from my trip to space, so I'm kinda tired. I can't tonight, my wife is giving birth, like right now. You got married? Sorry, I gotta go to my kid's graduation. Wait, isn't he like 2 years old? Sorry, I can't. Nope, I can't do it. No, I gotta go watch the Empire State. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I gotta babysit my asshole.
It's